Okay, so we're going to reread it and we're going to use our cube strategy. Cameron is helping out at his uncle's barber shop. Cameron has a pile of 78 towels. Circle that.
Circle. 78.
He needs to put the same number of towels next to each of the 3 barber chairs. Circle. How many towels should Cameron put next to each barber chair? Underline the question. And B is for box in keywords. So we're looking for towels. So I would label it towels when I get my answer. Okay, so we're drawing the first area model. It has 78.
Box, how many?
How do I write 78 in expanded form, Jake?
Expanded form, so you write 70 plus 8.
Thank you. So we're going to write that in our area model right here. I'm going to keep this. This needs to be pretty large because we're going to be adding and subtracting inside the area model. Remember, anytime the line goes down is where there's going to be a addition sign.
It's times.
Okay, over here, I'm going to write TB. TB stands for toolbox. Okay? This is a vocabulary word you need to know because I'm going to be using that a lot. This is called the dividend. And a dividend is a number that I divide into equal groups. So the dividend is all the towels together.
Dividend? That is not a word. Actually, it is. If our teacher spells it and says it.
Okay, we are dividing them into separate groups of equal size, and that is called a divisor. Okay, so when I'm using the word divisor, you know that's what the groups I'm putting it into. When I say the dividend, that's the total. I'm dividing into different groups. All right, I'm going to move my toolbox back over where I can use it. I am going to put my divisor under my toolbox, and I'm going to skip count, or the multiples of 3. And I'm going to write those out so it'll be easy for me to grab that information when I'm working through the problem. Okay? 3, what comes next? 6, 9, 12. Let's try again with all your voices. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. If I run out of space, I can come up here. 27, 30, 33, 36. That's probably enough for today's problem.
Nope.
Let's just keep track of who's going to owe me time today. All right, so we learned from Math Antics that, or Generation Genius, how many times will 3 go into 70, do you think? So you can pick any number. I would look at my toolbox. So I am trying to get to 70. I'm trying to get to 70. I'm looking at my toolbox. I skip counted up to 12. That doesn't get me there. That only gets me to 36. Because 3 times 12 is 36. Okay? So I have to go higher than that. I can't go 100. That would be 300. What do you think? What could I put? What is 3 times something goes to 70, Marcus?
36.
What? 36 times 3? Ooh, 36 times 3. That's going to go way past 70. Because 36, even added together twice, would be 72. Okay? So that's too high. What about 20? Let's just go with 20. Let's go with 20. Okay? There's a little tiny multiplication symbol there. What is 3 times 20, Dryston? What? 3 times 20. We just finished learning multiplying by one-digit numbers. 3 times 0, 3 times 20. Hank, what do you think it is?
It's 20.
20 times 3 is?
0 times 3 is 0, and then 2 times nothing is 20.
Dryston, what is 3 times 2?
6.
6. 3 times 20 is 6. What is 3 times 20, class?
60.
All right, then we subtract. 70 minus 60 is what, Sawyer? 10. And then I take my 10 and I add it over here to the next area. 10 plus 8, Levi, is what? 18. Okay. So now I'm trying to figure out what is 3, how many times can I divide 18, which is my dividend, by the divisor 3, Luana? How many times will 3 go into 18? I would go check my toolbox over there for information. Do I see an 18 in my toolbox?
No.
Circle it, and I can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is 18. Take away the difference, and I get 0 for the remainder. Then they said in the video that you take the top and you add it together. And we always stack it in our class because it's easier for our brains to get to the right answer. 26. And remember, I'm labeling it with my box the words in 26 towels. So Cameron is going to divide, he's going to take 26 towels and put it next to each barber chair. Okay, that was your first one. That was rough. Let's go find another one and practice. Turn the page. Okay, this one's interesting. This one gave you the answer, but it didn't show you any of the work. So we're going to do the work, and we're going to make sure we can get right back to the same answer. Which one is my divisor? Abel? Which one's the divisor? The 5 or the 123?
5.
It is, thank you. Divisor is what I am divided into groups of. And the dividend is what I'm dividing up. That's the dividend. All right, now I'm going to draw. So I'm solving using area model. We'll do this for a couple of days, and then I'll show you another way to do division, because there's more than one way to get to the right answer. The area model works for a lot of you. I am going to draw out the boxes. The first step I need to do is write 123 in expanded form. What does that look like, Catherine? 100 plus 20 plus 3. So I'm going to put 100 plus 20 plus 3. Okay? And I put the divisor next to it. And I'm going to find some place to write my toolbox. Multiples of 5. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Okay. How many will 5 go into? How many times will 5 go into 100? Tatum? It doesn't have to be exactly, it just has to be something close. 5 goes into 100. How many times? Think about money. 100 is like a dollar bill. How many nickels are in a dollar? $100 times 5 would be 500. That's too high. We're only going to 100. Try again. 20. Let's do 20. Let's try that. Okay, and then there's a little tiny multiplication symbol right there. 5 times 20 is what, Tatum? 100. I subtract and I get 0, and then it said we take the leftover and we add it. 20 plus 0 is still 20. Okay, now how many times will 5 go into 20? Hadley. And look at your toolbox over there. I can see a 20 sitting inside of it. 4. I can see 20 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. So I put a 4 up here. 5 times 4 is 20. I subtract the difference. I get a 0. I add the 0 to the next number, the next area. 3 plus 0 is still a 3. Can I take 3, let's say we're still talking about towels. Can I take 3 towels and put them by 5 stools? Or, no, because it's too small. So I would write a little remainder 3. Then I take this information, I add it together. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to make sure I'm going to make sure we know that we're adding that entire chunk together. 20 plus 4 plus remainder 3. Remainder 3. 4 plus 0 is what, Abel? 4 plus 0 is what?
4 plus 0 is 4.
Thank you. 2 plus, there's a little 0 hidden in there. Hank, 2 plus 0 is what?
2 plus 0 is 2.
2. So the answer is 24 remainder 3. It matches the answer the book said. So we did a great thing. We did great. And let's go to another Stora problem. Okay, ready? Let's read it. A total of 9, let's try again, all of you. A total of 91 players sign up to play soccer. The players are split into 7 teams with the same number of players on each team. How many players are on each team? Show your work. We're going to circle 91 players sign up to play soccer. They're split into 7 teams. So this is the divisor. It's your vocab. You got to remember those words. This is the dividend. Dividend. Underline the question. How many players are on each team? Then I'm going to box what I'm going to label players. Okay. All right, so what's 91 in expanded form? Hank?
90 plus 1.
90 plus 1. I set it up. I put the divisor out outside of the area model. I write 90. So I would put 90 plus 1, but remember, the pluses are sitting up here. Anytime there's a plus sign, you just draw down the line to the area model. 90 plus 1. Okay, do your toolbox. I'm going to do it over here. Toolbox. Multiples of 7. Ready? 7. What's next? 7. 14. What's next? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. All right, that's good for that. Ooh, we're getting really close. Did I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Let's do some more. Let's do up to 12. What's after 63? No. Let's try again. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 70, 77, 80, 84. So I know I skip counted 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I know 12 times 7 is 84. So I'm just going to put a 12 over here. 7 times 12 is 84. I got that information out of my toolbox. I have to regroup because if I go upstairs to borrow something from that neighbor, they have 0 of them. They have to go next door and they have to break apart a package. So I'm going to take away one of the 10s. So it's going down to 80. And then those 10s rolled over. 10 plus 0. 10 minus 4 is what, Abby? 6. 8 minus 8 is 0. Okay, then I take that number and I add it to the other area I have left. 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, now I need to know, how many times will 7 go into 7, Freya? How many times will 7 go into 7? My toolbox, how many times down is it? 1. Put a 1. And there's a little tiny multiplication symbol there. 7 times 1 is 7. I subtract the difference. It's remainder 0. So I don't even need to worry about it. I add all this information together. 12 plus 1 plus remainder 0. The remainder 0 I don't even have to account for because it's an irrelevant number. So the answer is 13 players. Okay. You turn to page 293. Start setting that one up. We have, actually we have to go to win time. 295. We're going to stop right there. So put your bookmark in there. Close that page. Grab your things you need for win time.